Kind of nice tonight.
I do?
Yeah, who dressed you?
Funny.
Because on Eyewitness News, we're as different as the city we report to.
Raj, please, don't forget to smile tonight.
I am smiling.
The People's Court today at 4:30.
Whatever the cause of the blaze, Sid's Tavern, one of the most popular eating places in the downtown area,
good night, Harry.
is no more.
Have a Happy New Year.
The only
Happy New Year to
note
you,
was that firefighters were able to prevent the spread of the blaze to the adjoining buildings. We'll be back with the sports after this.
Ready for another, honey?
I'm happy with this one.
Oh, you sure are. You've been nursing it for an hour.
I don't need a drink to make me feel good tonight. In fact, I'd like to share my good feeling with someone. I'll be right back.
Hello, may I please speak to Mr. Gunther Wagner? It is a friend of his. All right, Spencer, what if it is? Listen, can he take personal calls? What do you mean? Why did he go all the way up there? All right. Tell him I called. Tell him I have some really hot news.
It's open. Come in.
Hi, Mr. Whitney. Well, I come up as fast as I could.
You know, you better be careful walking around the woods dressed like that, Gunther. I understand that it's mating season for grizzly bears, and they might come chasing after you.
Yeah, like the coat, huh?
Yeah, that's great.
Whew. Well, tell me what happened, Mr. Whitney. That crazy man, he came pursuing after you? What?
You take that thing off. You're making me shiver just looking at you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, some guy almost took a shot at me, and then he took Miss Bryson hostage when he left.
You haven't heard a word about her?
Well, these local cops. Sheriff gives me a call every half hour to make sure that he's on the job, but he's not doing much of a job, if you ask me.
You don't suppose this guy would actually harm the lady?
I have no idea what his intentions are, Gunther. How do I know?
Well, listen, I'm sure glad that you asked me to come up here, Mr. Whitney, and lend you a hand, you know?
Well, I don't know what good you can do now.
Well, I could always mix you a drink.
Yeah, why don't you do that, Gunther? Mix me a drink.
Yeah, right on.
Gee, I hope she's okay. I hope that bum hasn't hurt her.
The Edge of Night is brought to you by Pampers. America's mothers trust their babies to Pampers dryness. And by Jif. For fresh peanut taste, choosy mothers choose Jif.
I don't believe it. I am thumping the melons, exactly. If it's a nice hollow sound, you know it's solid inside.
Why are you so choosy about this?
I absolutely adore my family, and I want only the best for them.
Are you as choosy about your peanut butter?
More so.
Fine. Let's compare. Which of these leading brands tastes more like fresh peanuts?
Brand Ace tastes like I opened up a jar of fresh roasted peanuts.
You chose.
I knew it. I knew it was Jif.
Why?
I've been using Jif for at least 8 years now.
More women choose Jif for fresh peanut taste than any other leading brand.
It's whatever I've ever wanted in a peanut butter.
Choosy mothers choose Jif.
I'm budget manager of the Randall family. My job's to keep expenses down. Mr. Open Refrigerator here doesn't help. It's a tough job, because I want what's right for my family. That means cushion-quilted Pampers. I've tried bargain brands once. Pampers help keep my Kathy a lot drier, and dryness is what I want for my baby.
Look, wear the Pampers and the average bargain brand.
Wait a minute. Slip in a blotter. Pampers Cushion Quilted Lining helps keep babies a lot drier.
Did I use Pampers too, Mom?
Mm-hmm. Pampers help keep babies a lot drier. Get me Kathy's bottle and...
I know. Close the refrigerator door.
Cushion Quilted Pampers helps keep a little baby a lot drier.
I just love this stuff, Mr. Whitney. You know, I was made for this kind of life. Yes, sir. Someday I'm going to hit a number, get me a nice cabin like this right on the lake, catch fish whenever I want to. Ow! Yeah, live off the fat of the land, you know?
Yeah, well, right now, the land looks pretty lean to me, unless you like to eat snow.
Well, I always figured maybe I'd be a hunter or a trapper, maybe, you know?
You go outside wearing that fur coat of yours in the mating season, and you won't need any traps. You get a bunch of amorous grizzly bears come chasing after you.
Well, that's not a bad idea. Only, I don't want to rough it too much. A place like this is perfect, though, man. All the comforts of home, huh?
Yeah, everything except for the female comforts.
Yeah, well, I sure arranged that one, too. I tell you, Mr. Whitney.
Speaking of arranging, Gunther, why don't you see if you can arrange me some dinner, huh? I haven't eaten since this morning.
Yeah, sure. Listen, what kind of stuff you got out here?
Oh, I got the usual mountain fare. There's rattlesnake meat and grizzly bear steaks, all that sort of stuff.
What's that?
There's some steak and chops. Just make me some dinner, Gunther.
Right. A microwave oven.
Is there with you, say that this is a wrong number and hang up.
It's you. Oh, I miss you so much.
I take it that you're alone.
Yes, I'm alone. Ian's at home in his own bed, which is more than I can say for Valerie Bryson.
Valerie's not here, Raven.
Where is she? How'd you get away from her? Is she upstairs?
I told you she's not here.
Yeah, I bet she's in the bathroom bleaching her hair, right?
Look, this has not been a real fun and games weekend. I had some guy almost take a shot at me before.
You're kidding.
No, this guy named Parrish followed me up here and, anyway, he kidnapped Valerie, took her as hostage.
Who is he?
I don't know, I guess you could call him a disgruntled ex-employee. He came up here to argue with me and, well, that's what happened. The local police are out looking for him. Our own chief of police, what's his name?
Derek?
He went out, chased him into the woods or something. He hasn't been heard from since. So, that's the story.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. I had Gunther come on up to give me a hand.
Why didn't you call me? You know, I would have run up right away, babe.
That's impossible. You know that. I mean, I was taking a big risk by calling you. And it's going to have to be the last time.
No.
Yeah, we can't take the risk of contacting each other. Not until this whole nightmare is over, honey.
I don't know if I can do this anymore, Sky. I feel so lost without you, baby.
Well, I got a couple of T-bones cooking big as manhole covers.
I've got to go now.
Well, at least he's not with another woman.
Derek? Derek?
Oh, where could he have gone?
Oh, no, the fire's going out. Oh, I wonder which is going to happen first. I'm going to freeze to death or I'm going to starve to death.
Oh, you're awake.
Where in the world did you go?
Well, it was such a lovely evening, I thought I'd go out for a walk.
In 10 below? You could have gotten frostbite.
What I actually got was some frozen foods. They weren't intended to be frozen, but it's the way it worked out.
Cookies and candy. Oh, where in heaven's name did you get these?
I saw them at Parrish's car before, so I thought I'd go out and get them.
Oh, I hate cookies. I never eat candy. And these look absolutely delicious.
Well, eat them up. I wish it was something better. I had some on the way over.
Oh, come on. Don't give me that macho sacrifice stuff.
Okay. I hate cookies, but it smells like steak.
Oh, thank you. I know, I wish I could perform a miracle on this fire.
Is that it?
There's no more wood.
All right, I'll spread around the house, see if I can get some more.
You're not going anywhere. You're crazy. You're chilled all the way through. Now stay by this fire and take this blanket.
That's all right.
No, look, I'm warm. I've been here for an hour. Come on.
I don't need it.
We'll share it, okay? Practical necessity. Freeze. There.
Like you say, practical necessity.
Daddy, aren't you going to watch me skate?
Oh, sorry, honey. I've got it awful cold.
But, Daddy, I'm in the finals.
Why don't you try Tylenol? It's complete cold medicine.
Tylenol is complete with every medicine you need to relieve all your major cold symptoms. Congestion, cough, runny nose, aches, pains, fever. No cold product relieves more cold symptoms.
Good luck, honey.
Thanks, Daddy. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Me too.
Tylenol, complete cold medicine.
When Gemini 4 first launched men into space, Tang instant breakfast drink went with them. Since then, people everywhere have launched the day with Tang. Because nothing fuels up your family like a nutritious breakfast in Tang. Tang has a fresh orange taste, a full day's supply of vitamin C in every glass, and it costs about 1/3 less than orange juice. From Gemini to Columbia to Earth families, great mornings have taken off with Tang. Launch your day with the goodness of Tang.
What is it?
Oh, sorry. I can't seem to catch up with the Sandman tonight.
You're thinking too much,
Yeah,
I can tell.
I'm trying to remember.
Trying to remember what?
Barbara that night.
Please don't.
Not a matter of don't, it's a matter of can't. No matter how hard I try, all I come up with is fragments of that night. It's like it's a jigsaw puzzle with 500 pieces, and all I have is 5 or 6.
I'm sure there's not that much to remember. Now, let's look at the facts, okay? Nora dragged you into Barbara's apartment. You were very drunk. You probably passed out immediately. There's not much more to it than that. I'm sure of it.
I wish I could be so sure.
You had nothing to do with what happened to Barbara. You were fast asleep when whoever it was came in there and did that to her. Maybe a jilted boyfriend or something.
She did have a boyfriend, I know that much. In a way, he started the whole thing.
How?
Well, when they broke up, that's what got her so upset. And I made the mistake of trying to comfort her, and she mistook that sympathy for something more.
Well, then it was him. I'm sure of it. He probably resented being thrown over.
Except the Barbara seemed to indicate it was he that did the throwing over.
Well, you never know in those things. Maybe he came back to her apartment for a reconciliation and found you in her bed.
Maybe. I did hear a man's voice, except I couldn't tell you whether it was a dream or reality.
Don't think about it anymore. Try and get some sleep.
Why? So I can be nice and fresh in the morning? Doesn't seem to matter much, does it?
Yes, it does.
Oh, I don't have anything to do in the morning. I don't have to make any rounds. I don't have to see any patients. I'm not a doctor anymore.
Yes, you are a doctor. You haven't lost your license. You just can't practice for a little while. Please don't make it worse than it is.
You're right. I'm feeling sorry for myself, Abby. Yes. All right, maybe I should go to the hospital tomorrow. See how my patients are doing. See how my alternates are treating me. Maybe even stop in on Barbara, see how she is.
I think that's a wonderful idea. I think you should.
You'll probably be very glad to have me out of the house.
No, I won't. I always want to be with you. You know that. And we're apart. I try and keep myself very, very busy so I can be less aware of how much I want to be with you.
I'm ready for my nightcap.
Hallelujah.
Take it over there.
Okay, but don't take all night drinking it, huh?
Hey, how's it going, Harry?
You're the one who's going, preacher.
Hey, what kind of greeting is that for an old customer? Let me have a beer.
Forget it, kid. I'm tired of carrying you on the books. Now pay up or get out.
Do I owe you money? How much do I owe you?
$28, last count.
Yeah? This should cover the beer.
Well, what happened to you? Rich uncle died?
I got a new job.
Yeah.
You ever hear of video disco?
No?
You will, Harry. You will.
Great cake, hon. I had to have seconds.
You had thirds, but who's counting?
Here's another dish.
The dishes are done, and so are the pans. But Dawn can handle that.
You're going to wash this after greasy pans?
No, you are, with Dawn.
Hey, nothing feels greasy. The water, my hands, nothing. And my plate looks as good as the first.
No kidding.
Dawn did some job on the chocolate cake.
So did you.
Dawn takes grease out of your way.
Open your Publishers Clearinghouse mailing and help make something special happen. Special Olympics. Inside are over $5 worth of Procter & Gamble coupons that can help special athletes reach their goal. For each coupon you redeem by January 22nd, Procter & Gamble will donate 5 cents to Special Olympics. Check each coupon here, and you'll double the amount that goes to helping them realize their dreams. It's your chance to save, their chance to be proud.
How does your fabric softener smell?
Ah, nice. Ah, nothing.
Introducing new Unscented Bounce.
Unscented Bounce doesn't leave a scent on my clothes. That I love. Regular Bounce gives me the long-lasting freshness I love.
Now there are 2 kinds of Bounce.
Both control static cling, while both leave your clothes soft and fluffy.
Regular or new Unscented Bounce for...
Ah, nice.
Or...
Ah, nothing.
Call me back if you find out anything more. Thanks, Ed. Good night. Ed Anderson, they've solved part of the problem upstate. They caught the man who was threatening Sky Whitney.
And what about Valerie?
She wasn't with him when he was apprehended, but he claims no harm came to her.
Well, where is she? And Derek?
They don't know. Apparently this man Parrish stole Derek's car. One of the local policemen flagged it down thinking it was the chief driving. Parrish tried to escape, but they caught him.
And he didn't say anything about them?
No, he abandoned both of them somewhere along the road.
Oh, it must be terribly cold up there, and to be walking in the woods.
Now, they should be all right, as long as they're not injured. Now, Derek is a pretty resourceful guy.
I really feel awful about Valerie, and not just a little guilty.
Why should you feel guilty?
Honey, you know why she wound up there in the first place.
Yes, I know. On Sky Whitney's invitation, and of course, I'm the one who came up with the idea.
Well, far be it from me to suggest that you should feel guilty, too.
It might be Ed again. Hello? No, that's all right. We were both awake. Yeah, just a second. It's Raven.
Raven.
I'm sorry to call you so late, but I couldn't sleep until I talked to you.
Well, have you heard anything about Sky?
I heard something terrible happen and Skylar almost got killed.
Yes, well, we know about that, and we just got word from the police that they caught the man.
What about Valerie?
She wasn't there. Neither she nor Derek Mallory are accounted for. I just hope there isn't anything to worry about.
Well, I wasn't worried about her. I'm worried about Skylar. Are you sure he's all right?
Yes, we are sure. Don't worry.
Nancy, ask her how she knew.
Oh, yeah, Raven? How did you know about Sky?
We only heard about it a little while ago.
I just knew, that's all.
Well, did he call you himself?
Nancy, I have to talk to you. You're supposed to be my contact, right?
Yes.
Well, I think we better make a little contact. How about lunch tomorrow?
What, does this mean you have some information about Ian Devereaux?
No.
No, I don't have any information about Ian Devereaux. As a matter of fact, I'm never going to have any information about Ian Devereaux. He told me so tonight, not ever.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Hey, good night, guys. Preacher.
New Year.
How are your sermons these days?
What is this, a mosquito? Skip it, honey. I'm not interested in your company.
You remember me, don't you?
It's funny, I never forget a face, unless I try.
Then I'm sure you remember the face of my good friend Barbara, or at least the way it used to look.
I don't know any Barbara.
Sure you do. Barbara the nurse.
I don't like nurses. And I don't like doctors, and I don't like you. So why don't you be a real good little girl and leave me alone?
Funny thing, I could have sworn I saw you at our place.
Well, when was that?
I don't know, night of her little accident.
I don't know anything about any little accident.
And why don't you buy me a drink and we talk about it?
Because I finished my drink. Harry, we're all square, right?
Right.
I'll see you around.
So, looks like I was right. This is where you hang out, huh, Nora?
Beat it, don't bother me.
We'd like to talk to you for a minute.
What about?
How long you been here tonight, Nora? Long enough to enjoy that fire across the street?
What fire?
I guess I better ask the bartender. I'm sure he could tell us.
All right, I saw it. Had a great view. I could have sold tickets.
You'd have been the first one to pass them out, I bet.
What's that supposed to mean?
You were in Sid's earlier today, weren't you?
Yeah, I stopped by. A couple of amateurs running the joint.
Oh, didn't stay for the home cooking?
No, I thought the food would have been lousy.
Oh, so it didn't bother you too much to see the place destroyed?
Didn't matter to me one way or another. Hey, here was an electrical fire? Christmas tree?
Oh, it started around the tree, yeah.
A couple of amateurs, like I said, couldn't even prevent a fire. Or maybe they know how to start one.
Is that an accusation?
Judging from the food, they knew they couldn't do any business. Why not? Nice little insurance fire.
Well, it was arson, or at least that much has been determined.
No kidding. You gonna arrest them?
They didn't start the fire. But it so happens that they saw who did.
How could they? There was no one there.
Well, one of the owners spent the night. It was Poppy Johnson. She was upstairs in Sid's bedroom, and somebody started that fire.
And she saw, when she came downstairs, that someone beating it out of there.
Yeah, well, that's her story.
It's gonna be her testimony pretty soon.
Why are you telling me I couldn't care less?
Because the person she says she saw was you, Nora.
That's a lie!
Can you prove where you were when that fire started? You better come up with a good alibi.
Yeah, I was right here.
Oh, before the fire. Well, maybe we should check that out with the bartender.
Not before. I mean, after. I was out taking a walk.
A walk? Well, you're gonna take a walk downtown with us, Nora, and tell us a nice long story about exactly what you did tonight.
You've gotten away with too much in this town, lady, and you took one step too far.
Guys can't touch me. I'm not telling you a thing.
Oh, yes, you will know. You can consider that a promise.
Now, that's the way I like to see people drink.
Big bright and white sale. Save 40% on these perma-press solid percale sheets, only $3.89 twin. Or 50% on these print percale sheets, just $3.49 twin. Save 33% on Color-Mate bath towels, only $3.99. And save on matching bath rugs and carpets. Check January magazines for hundreds of savings for bed, kitchen, and bath. For the big bright and white sale, hurry to Sears.
Starting January 3rd, you could be a winner when Daytime Dilemma returns. Here's how to enter. Send your name, address, and phone number to Daytime Dilemma. Post Office Box 1, New York, New York, 10046. Send in your postcards. We may be calling you to play Daytime Dilemma.
We've been through worse. We'll make it through this crisis, too.
Yeah, we'll get through.
Hey, want to hear a little more conviction in your voice?
We will get through. Let's face it. Could get worse before it gets better.
Why should it?
Because the police haven't completed their investigation into Barbara's beating, and they have to come to some conclusion.
But they will. They will find the maniac who did this.
If they don't?
It'll just be a person or persons unknown charge. I'm sure of that, Miles.
I think we better be prepared for more than that.
Miles, they're not going to accuse you.
Listen, if nobody else came into that apartment, I am the only culprit. Don't you see that?
No, I
As
don't.
much as you and I would like to believe in my own innocence.
It's not just us. It's all of our friends. It's Mike
Their
and
being
Nancy
our
and
friends
Derek.
is not going to stop them from doing what they think they have to do.
Miles, you don't really think there's going to be formal charges, do you?
It's not impossible.
Hello? Hello, I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
It's Nora Fulton. I have to tell you something.
Well, there is nothing you could say that I want to hear, Nora.
Nora?
I have to talk to you as soon as possible. Believe me, it's something that's important to you and your husband.
I wouldn't believe anything you told me.
Let me talk to her.
No, please.
Listen, I know you think I'm the devil, Mrs. Kavanaugh, but when you hear what I have to tell you, you're going to think I'm your guardian angel.
Well, now that would be a miracle.
Well, it's true. It's true. You'd sell your soul to hear what I have to tell you.
Which is what?
I know who beat up Barbara Montgomery.
They say you're a penny pincher.
I get my money's worth.
What if I gave you your favorite album for that penny? How about 5, 10, 11?
11?
See TV Guide for the great 1-cent sale from the Columbia Record and Tape Club. Choose 11 albums for a penny when you join.
I don't know.
Okay, fill in the gold box and you get an extra album.
12 for a penny? That's fair.
Now in TV Guide and these magazines.
Roast beef. Pass it to your sister, son. Think you can handle that, Kathy?
Oh, Mary.
I guess they don't feed you up there at college.
Not like this, Gramps.
Rare enough for you, Dad? Perfect. Just perfect. Nice crispy end piece.
Oh, that's your favorite, son. With all the good things we have to enjoy at this time of year, sometimes we forget to stop and be thankful.
Tomorrow, postseason college football action explodes under the lights in the first meeting ever between highly ranked West Virginia and Florida State in the Gator Bowl. Saturday, can Heisman winner Herschel Walker and unbeaten Georgia crush Coach Joe Paterno's hopes for his first national championship? Watch Georgia meet Penn State in the Sugar Bowl.
Tonight on ABC's World News Tonight, the president wants to sell America's federally owned land to reduce the national debt by 2%. Is the profit worth the loss of America's most beautiful land?
The program is a scam from start to finish.
ABC News, uniquely qualified to bring you the world.
Gloria Vanderbilt black denim jeans have all the mystery and magic of black. It's a shame to call them jeans.
Coming up on the 5 o'clock Eyewitness News, health officials launch a major effort to keep New Yorkers from getting sick. The problem, some raw seafood. We'll have the latest and this.
Christmas present gave up the ghost. Don't feel you're being a Scrooge if you demand your rights. I'm Consumer Counselor Phyllis Eliasberg, and I'll show you how.
Also, Roseanne reports on the Broadway show Annie running out of tomorrows, and Governor Carey tells Milton Lewis to clean up his act. That's at 5. Join us.
It wasn't easy getting this crew to try a caffeine-free cola. They didn't want to give up taste, and they didn't with new Pepsi-Free. Leave it to Pepsi to make caffeine-free cola taste this terrific. Pepsi-Free. There's regular and sugar-free with 1 calorie. I knew they'd like it.
The taste is positively Pepsi and it's caffeine-free. Positively Pepsi-Free. Pepsi-Free.
Season's greetings from all.
I can win this case.
And behind-the-scenes stories, close up and personal.
It's very hard to be serious in a shower.
Be Front Row Center 5 nights a week.
I gotta think it over.
On Entertainment Tonight, starting Monday at 7:30, right here on Channel 7.